Hey guys, welcome back to Mountain Murders.
I'm Heather.
And I'm Dylan.
Hey Dylan.
What's up?
Are you so excited? I have to tell you guys, I was ready to drop the second part of this motorcycle mayhem mine shaft murder story.
Yeah.
And I was like a child on Christmas morning. Dylan is sleeping and he wakes up to like my face being, an inch away from your face.
She's like, are you awake? And I was like, yeah, I am now because you're laying on top of me.
I know.
Looking at me excitedly.
Hey, it's time to record. Are you ready?
Yeah, we got to do this.
It's podcast day.
But I tell you, I have been thinking about that story since we did our first part. I just cannot believe that this is not a story that is out there. You know what I mean?
Like a bigger story?
Well, it's something I would have heard of being in the area all these years.
Well, I have to say, I was shopping yesterday, bumped into a friend out in town who is a fan of Mountain Murders.
Hey.
And she said, when are you dropping part 2? I'm ready. I need to know what happened.
Yes, I know. And that's what's happening right here, right now. Just like that old Pepsi commercial.
First, I wanted to mention we do have a trivia game tomorrow night, Monday, November the 25th at Frog Level Brewing. I will be hosting. You're going to be there. We are going to kick it off with some true crime questions.
Oh, we got so much
horror
fun.
Movie questions.
Yes.
Yeah, so join us if you are in the Waynesville, North Carolina area or you're in the Western North Carolina. Want to pop by Frog Level Brewing at 6:30 for trivia, Mountain Murders trivia.
Hello. That's going to be fun. I even took off work to be at that one.
I know.
So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good time, and hopefully we'll have a lot of true crime fans come out because I feel like I've crafted some great questions.
Dude, you were just like smiling to yourself as you were putting that together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a theory that I shared with you earlier, and you're like, I've never heard this before. And I was like, well, yeah, because it's my original theory. Can we share it with our friends?
Let's spit that at our friends and family right now.
You would listen to a podcast about the Texarkana killer, also known from the film The Town That Dreaded Sundown.
Yes, I find that I've heard so much about that, you know, in different forms. It's all basically the same details. But I've always found that fairly amazing how he just kind of faded into the sunset to never be seen again.
Here is a Heather theory for you.
Okay.
I'm about to drop some knowledge like we're going to drop the second part of this story, okay?
Okay.
My theory is the Texarkana killer moved on from Texas to California to become the Zodiac killer.
Whoa!
Is your mind blown?
Yeah.
Is your face melted off?
Oh,
You're a crew slut in your front row at Motley Crue?
Oh, it's such a mind fuck.
Whoa.
Stop!
Well, I think there's similarities. I mean, first of all, let's talk about the head covering.
Okay.
Texarkana killer wore like the burlap sack.
Yeah, it was fucking
mask.
creepy.
Yeah, pretty fucking weird.
That's been like copied so many times.
Then the Zodiac killer wore a very similar looking head wrap.
Okay.
Although he added the weird like shirt.
Yeah.
Like he was a Templar Knight or something.
Yeah.
Which could be like someone who evolved as they progressed.
It could be. Killing. Or it could have been someone purposefully adding this, some different elements.
We're not trying to debate it. We're talking about why this is my theory.
No, I understand. But I'm with you. I'm not against you now.
I'm going to beat you.
I'm totally with you.
So they wore the similar kind of outfits.
Mm-hmm.
The murders were very similar. It was couples.
Handguns.
They were approached often in a loving embrace type of situation.
It's true. He's like Jason Voorhees. He don't like that.
They don't like people heavy petting.
Yeah. What the hell? I bet. Is he the original incel?
Maybe he is.
Oh my God. Oh, see, this is fucking all. And the only part what stands out to me when you first said it, because it kind of like clicked, I was like, holy shit, is his ability to be calculated with his impulses.
Yeah, it's very controlled.
His control. And the fact that he can stop and go away.
And then you were like, yeah, but so what are you saying? He quit in Texas, moved on to California, then became Zodiac, and then just quit. We have to realize those murders were there were some years between those.
Yeah, quite a long time. Yeah.
So you had Zodiac in what, like the 60s, late 70s, like somewhere in that
and then that one's in late 50s?
40s into the 50s.
Yeah, okay.
He was older. So maybe he just gave
maybe
it up.
He died.
He died, whatever, yeah. So that's my theory.
Did we just solve?
Heather putting it down right here. My theory, Texarkana killer became the Zodiac killer.
We just solved two huge notorious true crime things.
Let the millions start rolling
Okay,
in.
thanks, guys. And we're happy to put this on T-shirts, and we want all the sponsors.
Mama needs Botox and some new shoes.
Yeah.
No, I don't need new shoes, do I?
No, Daddy needs a new car. So you guys just go ahead and send us a few million. I'm just kidding.
We want a hearse.
Okay, yeah, we do want a hearse. We will get one. So I think we have one more thing there on your list.
Oh, we want to give a shout out to our new patron, topping out at the highest level.
Another top tier patron, David.
Thank you, David.
Thank you
we
so
appreciate
very
your
much.
Support, you special patron, you.
And don't forget, at the top tier level, David, you're welcome at all our live events. You will be on the VIP list.
That's true. So hopefully
Very
people
true.
come out in January. We'll talk more about that. I like to call it business in the front, party in the back. Our podcast is like a mullet. We address the business in the front, and then at the end of the show, we
party.
can party. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, I'm very inappropriate. That is my phone going off.
That is okay. We're going to leave that because it reminds people that we're not professionals.
We're real people here, y'all. That's actually your daughter. She's like, when's Dad coming to pick me up?
It's real true crime fans doing real
Never. You are on your own from here henceforth.
Thou hast been disowned. Okay, so now.
This brings us to another piece of the puzzling story. We're talking about the mine shaft murders and motorcycle mayhem.
Part 2, y'all.
I'm giving y'all a mayhem sandwich with some mayhemonese.
Okay, so are we just going to dive straight in where we left off?
We are.
Okay, so I'm so excited to hear the second part.
Now, if you remember in the first episode...
Holy shit, my mind's been reeling, honestly.
Lonnie Gamboa.
Yes.
The gentleman who ended up at the bottom of that mine shaft.
Right.
He was really good friends with a guy named Thomas Forrester. Forrester is more of a small-time drug dealer and a user in the Asheville area. He was self-employed as an auto mechanic, and he was married and had a son. Now, the pair were arrested in November during that raid with Miller and Hadaway.
The one on Moffett Branch?
Moffett Branch.
Okay.
You are correct, sir. Forrester and his girlfriend Darlene, who was a prostitute, addict, and sometimes drug runner, were staying at a motel. After the raid, Forrester had Hadaway's motorcycle, and Hadaway is going to believe that Forrester has stolen this motorcycle.
Oh, dude, I can't even believe he's fucking with his hog.
And about 6 pounds of Miller's cocaine in a suitcase.
Oh, yeah, and there's that.
So after the raid, he gets arrested. Once he's released, he manages to make off with Hadaway's motorcycle and all this beautiful snow.
That's a lot of nose candy.
Dreaming of a white Christmas.
Oh, man, back then it was the good stuff, too, wasn't it?
This is like disco coke.
Oh, yeah. It's that Peruvian flake,
This is
baby.
like Mr. Miami Nightlife with his disco coke.
Yes, hardly stepped on.
They're listening to Steely Dan. They're partying.
Of course, I don't advocate drug use.
2 weeks before Gamboa's murder, Hadaway, now you have to remember, he was on the lam. He managed to sneak away after the raid.
Right.
While it was happening.
Yeah.
He hightailed it on out of there. He's like, go on, take the money and run.
And they're rounding up everybody, and the cops are just probably like freaking running around with fucking full raging hard-ons. They're so happy to have discovered this, right?
Right. So Hadaway has slipped off. Well, he returns back to Asheville.
Okay.
After being gone for about 2 weeks or so.
Because he's got shit he's got to take care of.
This is probably about 4 weeks, right?
These are some heavy hitters. They got shit they got to do.
He and Miller want to find the motorcycle and the drugs, naturally. Forrester also owes them about $1,200 in cash, which in the grand scheme of the story is chump change, considering Lonnie Gamboa owed them about 10 times that amount.
Well, in the suitcase of coke alone, I mean, come on, that is chump change. That'd be what, about $3,600 bucks. But
Probably.
It's also, they take this shit as it's insult to injury on top of everything else. You owe me money.
Sarge, you may recall him from the first part. He's the guy who owns Sarge's Lounge, the former army soldier.
He's like the anchor to all this
who
almost.
Is kind of like, yeah.
All these people kind of gravitate
that's a good way
around.
to describe him.
Yeah.
He's like the sun, and all these players are orbiting.
Oh, okay, I like that.
Sarge meets up with the pair in one of those backroom conferences.
Okay.
A plumber named Danny Roberts is there. He has a van which Sarge tells the fellas they can use to track down Forrester.
Okay.
Roberts is also showing the men how he has these white plumbing pipes that they can use to transport drugs. They're going to be able to stuff the cocaine and the drugs down in these pipes.
Yeah, strap them to the roofs. Yeah, that's a pretty good... So just yet another scheme, another little part to this full-blown criminal organization.
Exactly. The three, Hadaway, Miller, and Roberts, go to a man named Jay Fagel's house. So Fagel is friends with Forrester, so they figure they can coerce him into giving up Forrester's location.
Oh my gosh, it's like true romance. It's like when they come to Brad Pitt smoking the weed out of the little honey bear.
Exactly. Fagel is home with his 9-year-old son. But these guys, they don't care.
Nah, these guys don't give a damn.
They bust up in the house demanding to know where Forrester is and threaten Fagel and his son.
Okay.
So you give up his location, you tell us where he is, or we're going to fucking blow your heads off, basically.
Jesus, poor little boy.
Can you imagine?
Caught in
that has
this
to be quite
bullshit of his dad's.
Traumatic. Yeah, I know.
Even though I guess it's not even his dad's bullshit, really. It just happens to know this other guy.
Well, again, it's, your circle of friends, man.
It's true.
Birds of a feather, they say.
Yeah.
Fagel tells them that Forrester is shacked up at a motel on Tunnel Road in Asheville, the In-Town Motel, which is still there.
I bet it was a high-quality place then, and it's an even better place now.
One thing I've noticed, this is just a side note, with these people who are involved in this sort of drug culture, is that they seem to be transient and want to stay in motels.
I've never understood
like
that.
Like this motel living.
Yeah.
And I just think, in the end, long term, isn't it more cost effective to just rent an apartment?
Oh, wait, I don't know what.
Or do you think it's just the moving around
I think
so
it's
they don't get
moving
caught?
around. And also, along with all this life, you get traffic, people that stand out. And like if you're at one place, the old timer up the road's going to see every damn thing you do. You always got that nosy old biddy around. And I think they like to be able...
I am that nosy old biddy.
I see you. I'm going to call the cops. But no, and then if the shit goes down, say you have a fight or, a loud scene, you can just pack your shit up, throw it in a car or whatever, be out. So, I've never understood. I wouldn't be comfortable being in a hotel doing all this stuff.
Well, that, also, I just have like a weird thing about staying in hotel rooms.
These are damn...
these are some seedy ass,
dusty,
probably $25 a night shitholes.
Right.
Right?
Right, but...
Where there's probably crusty sheets on the bed, and who knows what else.
Boy, don't take ultraviolet light in there.
No.
Nah.
I'll have to tell you about this one time I stayed in this motel in Athens, Georgia.
Yeah.
For roller derby, we rented this room downtown.
Oh, I think you told me about that.
So we could be close walking distance.
Wasn't there a crime scene in the bathroom?
There was fucking blood all up in the floor and carpets and shit. Yeah.
Fuck me.
So I'll tell you about that.
I have a crack motel story too.
It was the nastiest. And it didn't have bad reviews. So I was like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Anyway. So they're piled up in this motel. They tell Fagel, you are going to come with us. You have to go with us to the motel so we know you're not lying. And you have to bring your son along.
Oh my God.
That, as a parent, that would be fucking scary.
Yeah, I would rather leave the 9-year-old unsupervised and go off with these people than make me bring him along.
And these are some mean people.
Oh, God.
I mean, if someone is willing to pull a gun on you and your child, they're probably willing to shoot you and your child.
Yeah, or they're definitely willing to traumatize the living hell out of your child as leverage against you. I mean, who knows what they're willing to do.
Fagel and his son pile in the van. Now, once they get to the motel, Thomas Forrester refuses to let them inside the room. These guys are standing outside. They're banging on the doors. They're cussing.
So he's took him to where Forrester is.
Yeah. And Forrester's in the room, and he's not letting them in. There's a huge commotion. It's starting to attract attention.
I would call the police.
And Darlene, who is Thomas Forrester's girlfriend, remember, she had gone next door to a restaurant to pick up some food. As she's coming back, she's approaching the motel room. She sees Miller, Hadaway, Fagel standing there, basically banging on the door.
Yeah. being loud.
Let us in. We're going to fuck you up if you don't open the door. She immediately kind of freezes. Oh my God.